Do I need a mentor or a coach? Have you asked this question as you are going through your transition to your next job or changing field to a new field and so on, and you wonder a mentor and a coach? And I see that many of my clients and people that I talk to are confused actually. What is a coach and what is a mentor? And here I have to say first that there are some intersections because at the end, both of them help the person achieve their goals. But from a different, using different frameworks, different nature of relationship, and so on. But before we get into do I need the answer to do I need a mentor and a coach and a coach, let me first introduce myself. I'm Sarah. I'm a certified career coach and interview coach, and I have experience in the tech field between software engineering and data science for more than 8 years. I'm also an experienced data scientist, and I am here to help women in tech and moms returning to work after maternity secure the right job for them so that they can be fulfilled and achieve their full potential. So today it's about a mentor or a coach. I will first introduce the definition of each one and then the main differences between them. And at the end, I will provide some ways where you can find a mentor or a coach. So the coach is someone who received usually a training and a professional training and is there to support the person, to support you achieve your goals and grow in your skills, build your confidence, and help you create a plan for your career development and your next career step. This is the definition of a coach. And the mentor is usually a partnership, a kind of partnership, which is usually informal and it's where the mentor and the mentee are usually from the same field, same industry, and the mentor here shares their tips, knowledge, and wisdom with the mentee. From this, we can see that one of the main differences is that the mentor is someone in the same field as the mentee. However, the coach takes has a training, has a specific framework that they follow as they coach the person, and they support the career, the whole career growth area, the whole career development area, without having to be from the same field of the client, because they take it as a whole. And here, so this is one of the differences. The second difference is a mentoring relationship, which is I saw from one of my friends. She started a mentoring relationship, but then she wasn't sure how she is going to use it. And here it's important to clarify that one of the main differences as well is a mentoring relationship. It's in the mentoring relationship, it's the mentee who is in the driving seat, so who has the responsibility to decide how to use this mentoring relationship, and if they want to create a plan for it and have specific goals that they share with the mentor. So here it's the mentee who is in the driving seat. In the coaching relationship, it's the coach that guides the client and has a plan for the client. It can be, of course, adjusted, especially when it's a one-on-one coaching program based on the needs of the client. But here the main difference is like there is some work that the coach does even before talking to the client, even before those coaching sessions. They have to create a plan for this client and guide them through the steps to achieve their goals. So this is a second difference. So here we can see that the coach is driving the relationship. And in the mentoring, no. Then the third difference is that the mentoring, because it's more informal, usually it's long term, so there is no specific timeline for the mentoring relationship. However, although in some platforms you can find that it's like per month and so on, but in the coaching there is a timeline. So we have a goal for short term or long term, depending on why you hired that coach. So it could be short term, for example, getting a promotion, transitioning to a new field. So the goal can be so, and it has to be specific and short term, and then short term. However, mentoring, it doesn't have any timeline. And then also one of the main differences is in the mentoring call or session, you will find the mentor talking most of the time. Why? Because they are answering the questions of the mentee to help them grow and make decisions in their job. So they will be sharing their knowledge based on their own experiences, based on what helped them the most in their career, and so on. However, in a coaching relationship, you will find the coach asking questions more, because in the coaching, it's about providing the space for the client to reflect and to build self-awareness, and to help them identify their professional brand identity, to help them identify their skills, their interests, and from there to create a career strategy. So this needs a lot of reflection, asking questions, and so however, in a mentoring relationship, it's more like the mentor speaking, giving feedback, giving advice, telling, and so on. So these are the main differences. And last, so this last is when is it best to look for a mentor, and when is it best to look for a coach? So this depends first on you. You have to first specify your goal. Is your goal to gain more skills in your field and maybe go from a junior position to a medium position? Or have you started in a new field and you want to complete a project, you want to grow in that area technically? So maybe in that, so I think in this situation, it's better to look for a mentor, because finding someone in your field and helping you progress there would be beneficial, especially if you are starting. When you are starting, the technical aspect and having someone who is in another position, in a higher position than you, the next position that you want, helps you avoid the mistakes learn faster and be less overwhelmed, because especially when you are in tech, there is a lot of tools, possibility. I was just yesterday talking with one of my clients, and she was using a Flask API to develop her app, and there is other APIs available. There is Fast API, there is Docker. Even Docker have some APIs to help with the RESTful APIs. So there is a lot of options, and when you have a mentor who has worked in that area, they can guide you in the choice. So what to choose, is it maybe this API or this API? They can bring to you some wisdom that you as a junior, you haven't tried it yet. So in this case, a mentor will be the right fit. However, if you are currently struggling, what's next? What to do? For example, you are looking for a job and you are not getting any positive results. And you are struggling. What to do? I don't know exactly what to do. So here, having a coach would be more helpful, because the coach will help you achieve your goal of getting a job, using their training, qualifications, and strategies to help you get that job. This is one of the case. Another thing, when you are going through a career transition and to choose what role to target and so on, you want, for example, to come to the data field. But in the data field, if you look at the number of titles, there is data analyst, there is business analyst, there is so you can get confused. Okay, what's the difference between all these titles? Data analyst, data engineer, data visualization engineer, and so on. There is a lot of titles. So, and maybe you already know that you are interested in this field, but with the coach, they can help you to identify what's that right fit for you. Yeah, so those are two cases where a mentor or a coach would be helpful. Lastly, how can you find a mentor or a coach? A mentor, to find a mentor, because as I said in the beginning, it's more like an informal relationship, it's long-term and so on. So I believe that if you network, and if you talk, you get to know some people and so on, and you get along with one of the mentors, one of the people then who are maybe more advanced in their industry role, the same industry role as you, then you can approach that person and tell them, can you be my mentor? And don't forget here that it's you, the driver of this relationship. So you approach the mentor, you tell them what's your goal, where you want to get, and so on, and even maybe some how are you going to work together, and suggest how and so on for the mentor. And yeah, and by the way, a mentoring relationship is kind of exchange. So when a mentor, in a mentor-mentee relationship, even the mentor benefits from it, because there is an exchange. As I said, there is more exchange. However, the coach is more like they're giving the space for the client to think and so on. The exchange, like the return to the coach, is not as much as in the mentoring relationship. Anyway, so you can also, what I wanted to say this, because know that the mentor is also benefiting from this experience in terms of the exchange. Yeah, so networking, I would suggest networking, and from there you can get along with a person and then ask them for a mentoring relationship. Or there is some platforms like the Mentoring Club that I will share the link below, as well as the Mentor Cruise platform, which are really good, especially for people in tech. There are many mentors there. There is a variety of availability, and I personally used the Mentoring Club, for example, and also the Mentor Cruise. I'm a mentor there. For a coach, My advice would be, is there any person who hired a career coach that maybe would recommend that career coach? And this way, by referral. So by referral, you can find the career coach for you. Another thing is online. You can look online and look at the website of this career coach, look at the LinkedIn if they provide any content online. And then usually these coaches will have introductory sessions, free introductory session, where you can use this to assess if you are the right fit with the coach as well. Of course, still, even coaching relationship, they have to have some kind of harmony and feeling that this is the right coach for me. So using that introductory session for both of them to assess if working together is a good choice. So with this, I hope I helped you identify if you need a coach or a mentor. And if you are still in doubt, the good news is that as I shared in the beginning, the mentor is more someone in the field, and the coach is a qualified and trained person, usually in career coaching. Here, I can, because I'm actually in the field and I'm a certified coach, then I can help you identify which one you need. So just unlock your professional potential free strategy session with me, and there we will get to talk about your vision, where you are right now, and your goals, your challenges. And from there, I will help you know if you need a coach and a mentor. And then at the end, if there is a match for your needs and my services, then you will see how we can work together. So don't lose time. If you are still wondering, do you need a coach or a mentor? Book your session with me and let's talk. I will leave a link in the comments on how to book a session with me. Otherwise, thank you for your attention. I would love to hear from you about any learnings from this session. Leave it in the comments, and until next time, take care, keep going and growing. Bye-bye.